In this video, we're going to be talking about layers and how to create them and how to arrange them. Well, layers are basically your design layers. And I know that doesn't make really sense. And I know this is not the best definition that you can hear, but layers are pretty much self-explanatory. You can think of them as like these design elements in here. We have a background, then we have these design elements. And as you can see, that circle is on top of that circle. And all these design elements are on top of our background in here. So basically we can be using layers to put our design elements in layers and put them on top of each others. So you're going to be seeing your layers panel in here, or you can be dragging that one and dock it in here for quicker access, because layers are so important, especially if you're working with a multi-layer design that you need to switch between them and you don't need your layers panel to take a space of your artwork area. So anyway, now you can be seeing that we have this layer for background that has a gradient gray, light gray in here, that we can be hiding that layer and you will be seeing a white background, and that layer is containing our design elements. And as you can see here, now I'm locking that background layer because once we got it set in place, we don't need it to move anywhere. And we need to be arranging our design elements freely. So I'm going to be locking that one and start selecting my design elements without getting my background selected. And as you can see, it's not going to be selected as long that lock in here. However, when I toggle that one off and start dragging my mouse, I will be having my background also selected in here, which I don't want. So I'm going to be locking that one again and it will be deselected automatically. And each layer of these layers can be containing sub-layers. So if we click that little arrow in here, we're going to be seeing all our design elements on that layer in here, including our paths or typography or shapes or anything will be included in that sub-layers. And as you can see, if we're selecting that one, for instance, we're going to be having LI selected, and you will be seeing that indicator means that this one is selected. Or we can be selecting this one from here as well by clicking on these circles to select that, or even select from here. So we can be selecting either from here or from here, anywhere you would like. And we can be hiding some of these sub layers by clicking these little eye icons, or even we can be locking some of these layers like that typography. For instance, I'm going to be looking all the text in here, so whenever I'm trying to select any of these, I will not be getting that one selected as well. And also can be selecting that one as well from here and choose another way to lock it from object. I'm going to be seeing lock in here, and we can be looking our selection or all artwork above that LI that includes all these elements above in here, or other layers. If we have other layers that are not locked, we can be locking them from that lock option in here. And also we can be creating new sublayers by clicking that button, and we will be seeing a new sublayer found in here. Or even we can be deleting that new layer from that one. And let's say I'm looking for some object, maybe that circle in here. So I can be pressing on locate object, and I'm going to be seeing that circle included in a group of other circles within our sublayer in here, that you can be editing each element of these as well from here if you would like. So let's close these sublayers, and now we have those two layers. We can be creating a new layer also from that button in here, and we can be renaming that layer. Maybe let's call this one. And also we can be double clicking in here on our thumbnail to rename our layer, or even assign a color for that layer. Now we have a green. We can be choosing from any of these colors for quick orientation. Maybe I'm gonna be choosing that magenta color. And also you can be looking our layer from here as well. And now let's move our text from here to that new layer. And there are two ways to move our elements from a layer to another. The first one is to select your desired layer, then right click your elements. You can be right clicking anywhere and start choosing to arrange, and you can be choosing send to current layer, and they will be moving to that layer. And notice that our selection color changed to be magenta color. Now if we need to select all elements on that layer, we're going to be clicking in here, and you will be selecting everything but these layers because they got moved to that new layer. And also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our text elements from here, and also we can be selecting our te or even hide them if we would like. And now let's say we need to move that group of circles in here to that layer via our shortcuts. We're gonna be using Command X or Control X for cut. From here, if you see, from edit, you're gonna be seeing cut, Command X. Then you're gonna be selecting that new layer or your desired layer, and you're gonna be pressing Command F, and it will be pasted in that new layer. And if you select it from the edit menu, you're gonna be seeing paste in front, that one. So now we've got our group of circles in our newly created layer in here. To see our submenus, we're gonna be seeing that our element is on top of our typography. So if we move our group of circles and put it on top of our text, for instance, like that, we're gonna be hiding our text, and we can be arranging that one via holding our sub layer, and same goes for layers as well, to arrange layers and move it beneath our text in here. We're gonna be seeing that our text moved up. And also the other way to arrange any design element is to right click it, and you're gonna be seeing arrange in here, and you can be choosing bring to front, and that will bring your design element to the very top of all the elements, or bring to back from here to set it at the very bottom of your layer, or even move it one step forward or one step backward. And as you can see, you're gonna be seeing your command bracket or command shift bracket to move it up and down. So now if I move it to send it to back, we're gonna be seeing that our group of circles moved to the very back of our layer, and we can be using the shortcut as well to move it to the very top like that, or even use the shortcut command or control brackets next to your backslash on keyboard. We're gonna be moving our element one step backward like that, as you can see. And make sure you get yourself familiar with these shortcuts, as they will really save you lots of time and make your design process much easier if you start applying these shortcuts. And also they are so easy to remember when you start using shortcuts. So one more thing to mention here about the layers: if we close that layer and we select it, then we have that option to collect for export, and when we press that one, we're going to be having that layer elements ready to be exported via asset export, to be used later maybe in Adobe Photoshop or any design program you would like to use them in. And now I think you're more familiar with layers. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll be seeing you.